Hey, it's Eric, back again. You may notice I have a different hat on today. Well, let me explain. You see, today is a interesting episode of a new series that I'll probably be making, and it's going to be called Sailor Stories with the Master Sailor. Now you may be thinking, who's this Master Sailor? And I was thinking the same thing myself. At first, when I first had the idea, I was like, well, how am I going to get a Master Sailor in here? And then I realized I'm a Master Sailor. So we're going to have some story time today, and it's going to be great. We're going to have a Master Sailor come in, and that's me. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. So, as you might know, and you might do this too, a lot of people call me the Master Sailor, and that's just what I am. I'm the Master Sailor. Everybody calls me the Master Sailor. Um, Always sailing. I'm always sailing around, no matter where I'm going. Always sailing around. I see I see people out on the water. They're all saying, "Oh, there goes the master sailor." And I'm like, I must be a pretty good sailor then, yeah. And I give myself credit. I am a pretty good sailor. So, yeah, pretty good sailor though, I must say. So, our sailor story for today. Hold on, let me remember. Yes. It was back in '92. I was with my homeboy Chris, and we were just about to set sail from Portugal. And he told me, Eric, today we're going to India, but we're not going down around Africa. No, sir. I know this that the world is round, and we are going to sail due west and make our way to India. And I told him, Chris, you're crazy. I know the world's round, but honestly, let me tell you, there's a continent in the middle, okay? There's a huge continent right in the middle of the ocean, and you're just gonna run into that. And he told me, no, there's no continent. What are you talking about? That's never been charted on a map. And I'm like, I'm just telling you, there's gonna be a continent. So he just disregards it, and we sail off. All right, we set sail. Uh, we hit a huge storm, biggest storm you ever seen. Like, imagine the biggest storm you've ever seen, like on land, you land lovers, and make it like 10 times worse. And you're also in a boat in the middle of the ocean with no contact anywhere. Okay? So we went all the way, and we got a little messed up there, so it was a little odd, but we made our way, and we I said, no, I didn't say this, but our scouter up there, the guy with the telescope, ho ho, he said, "Land ho," and me and Chris, we thought this a little weird. Well, I didn't think it was weird, but he did, because we were 6 months early to India. Now, obviously, I knew that because I knew there was a continent in the middle of the ocean that we were gonna run into. So we were 6 months early, and Chris is just like, "Oh, it must have been that storm, just a storm. The storm blew us really far, so now we're 6 months early." Yeah, seems reasonable, right? Yeah, yeah. Yes, Chris, that seems very reasonable. Yeah, we're not in India. We're in this new continent, okay? And he says, no, 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 no. We're in India. Trust me. So you know what he does? Is he goes and he names all the people. All the people. He names them all Indians. Mm-hmm. That's what he did. And he just names them all Indians. Every single one of them. So now, so now everybody on this new continent is called an Indian, even though the people in India are supposed to be Indians. So what are we gonna call the Indians in India? Well, I don't know, but uh, so uh, we set up camp, and then we sent word to some other people to England, and we had some people sail on over. I think they took 3 ships. 3 ships, yep. And we met up with them, and then we got split up somehow. So they had to survive their first winter on their own, which was a little rough. But, you know, so we got a little split up, but I don't know what they did. I think they probably had like a meal or something, probably in somewhere in November, probably. I bet it was a Thursday. So, yeah, but never mind that. So, yeah, me and Chris, we go way back though. Me and Chris, oh, best friends, best friends. Unfortunately, he he died a little while ago, so that wasn't a very good thing. I went to his funeral, of course. I was able to sail my way over from um, actual India to make it to his funeral in England, and it was pretty good. I actually went west from India instead of west to India, but whatever floats your boat, sailor pun. Anyway, that's that's my whole story, and I hope you enjoyed that story. I know I did. It was a pretty good story, I'd say. It's a true story. All the sailor stories that I'll tell are true. Hopefully, we'll have more sailor stories like this. I don't know what you guys are gonna want, if you like these sailor stories or not. Uh, but hopefully, you give them a chance. You like it. Yep. And before I forget, shout out to my biggest fan. You know who you are. Yeah, big shout out to my biggest fan though. And lastly, today's sailor joke. What did the fish say when he ran into the wall? Damn. So anyway, have a great rest of your day.